New tonight, Cincinnati public school leaders are releasing final details on the plans to put even more school students on Metro buses this upcoming school year. Our James Pilcher live in our studio with new details and also a look at the district and Metro and how they are preparing for the increase. James?
Yeah, last year Metro buses carried about 10,500 CPS students to school, and with the district facing a $52 million budget gap, the board voted last month to add all 7th and 8th graders to the mix. Final details on those plans have now been released, and we know nearly 1,300 more kids will be riding Metro come this fall. Cincinnati Public Schools is requiring all 7th and 8th graders from 13 different schools to now ride Metro buses using cards bought by the district on discount. The district says a traditional school bus costs about $3,000 a year per student, while Metro is $364. And Metro has carried CPS kids for 50 years or so. CPS Chief Operating Officer Chris Burkhart says it will help save $2.9 million a year.
I can imagine if I was a parent of a 7th grader right now, I wouldn't be particularly happy. What's your message to them?
My message to the parents is, we have 10,000 students who ride Metro every single day during the school year, so we're just adding additional students. It's a very safe, very reliable way for students to get from home to school every single day.
The move comes as the district struggles to close a $52 million budget gap for the coming school year. But it also raises questions about safety, with some students accused of fighting and other violence last year at changing stations, like the ones in Northside and downtown at Government Square and Fountain Square. I asked Metro's Brandy Jones whether the transit agency was ready for the additional load and to make sure that students and other passengers would be safe given the previous incidents.
What can Metro, or what is Metro doing to plan for this year with the additional load to mitigate against that?
Yeah, unfortunately, there was a few incidents of just a small group of kids who were misbehaving, quite frankly. And we've worked very closely with our community partners, with CPS, with the city, with the policing departments, with community advocates, to really talk about what can be done.
Jones added Metro is tracking the actual cards to make sure students who aren't supposed to be going downtown aren't using them inappropriately. Cincinnati's Police Chief Teresa Thici last year brought up the incidents at Fountain Square in testimony to the Cincinnati School Board, and that indicated a tense relationship with Cincinnati Public Schools. But when I asked CPD representatives about that today, did not get a response. Megan, back to you.
James, thank you. The district says it is now only $4 million away from bridging that $52 million shortfall. Some of the previous cuts, apart from the Metro bus switch, include reducing vendor contracts by 16%, pausing the launch of the Central Corridor Montessori School, freezing and eliminating several hundred vacant positions, and ending the district's contract with the Cincinnati Health Department for nurses and moving that in-house. The board is meeting tonight to talk about how to address the remaining budget gap, with another meeting set for July as well.